Hot and humid weather returning to the state of Texas this weekend and, well, really for quite a while. But guess what? Chance for storms, parts of the Panhandle and West Texas. Let's talk about it in this Friday edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Good morning. It is Friday, the 12th of September, 2025. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Baldy-in-Chief David Reimer, and we are looking at a fairly inactive stretch of weather for a good chunk of Texas over the next several days, but not everybody is going to get in on the lack of active weather, I'm afraid. We do have some chance for thunderstorms and maybe a risk of localized flash flooding. Let's get into it. Here's the high-res rapid refresh model for today, tonight, into Saturday. Today, it's not going to be a busy day, it looks like. We are going to see an uptick in cloud cover coming across the western half of the state. Going into Saturday, we are going to see more active weather. The Panhandle, West Texas, the Permian Basin, the Guadalupe Mountains, the Trans Pecos, and the borderland. We're going to see scattered thunderstorms increase from west to east as we see moisture uptick and upper level lift arrived. With that, we are anticipating the potential for some of these storms to produce gusty winds, maybe hail up to the size of a quarter, 1 inch in diameter, along with localized heavy rain. This activity isn't going to be very fast moving, so some folks may be able to pick up, 1, 2, maybe even 3 inches of rainfall Saturday into Saturday night. And with that, because of the slower moving activity, the potential for isolated to scattered flash flooding may develop across the Texas Panhandle, West Texas, down into the Guadalupe Mountains, the Trans Pecos, and the borderland. At this time, widespread flash flooding doesn't look likely. We're not dealing with crazy high rain totals here, but some folks could get 2 to 3 inches of rain. And if that falls in areas that already had quite a bit of rain earlier this week, yeah, we could see some runoff occur and the threat of flash flooding. Some quick rises on streams and creeks and rivers along with flooded roadways. So, turn around. Don't drown. On the flip side of the spectrum, here's the wildfire outlook over the next 3 days from the Texas A&M Forest Service. We're looking at generally low to moderate fire danger across the state. A little higher down in south central Texas, the coastal plains, up through the coastal bend. Yeah, up, down, all around. The upper Texas Gulf Coast, southeast Texas, and the Golden Triangle. Now, let's take a look at the longer range pattern as the monitor falls down and we go yippity-yi. Looking at the European weather model, 18,500 feet above sea level, about 500 millibars, we are looking at a relatively inactive pattern for most of Texas. Now, Saturday, Sunday, you see that upper level storm system move across the Panhandle, bringing rain chances. Outside of that, heat dome, area of high pressure loft, ridge is going to reestablish itself across most of Texas, bringing warmer temperatures, less of a chance of rain, more humidity, and with that, well, not very much fall-like weather for most of us, that's for sure. I hope you enjoyed False Fall, because that is going bye-bye for most of us. Now, here is the European weather model. We'll let it restart here in just a second, but as we go through the weekend, you're going to be able to see scattered showers and storms again Sunday into Monday. Panhandle, West Texas, generally the western quarter to the western third of the state. Outside of that, much of Texas looking dry, inactive over the next 5 days. You can see maybe some opportunity for pop-up showers and storms near the lower Texas Gulf Coast during the afternoon hours, but we really are not looking at a whole lot of weather in the state over the next 5 days, excluding the western third of Texas and maybe the chance for some of those showers down on the lower Texas Gulf Coast. Most of Texas will not see rain over the next 5 to 7 days, outside the areas I just mentioned. Today, high temperature-wise, we're looking at 90s, eastern 75% of Texas, upper 80s to near 90, western third of the state, excluding the Big Bend, the Trans Pecos, and the borderland. Y'all will be well into the 90s. On Saturday, slightly less hot air across the Panhandle, West Texas, as we see rain chances increase, highs in the 80s. We're going to see 87 El Paso, low 80s in the Davis Mountains, 80 in Dalhart, 84 in Amarillo down to Plainview, 88 in Odessa. Eastern 75% Texas, it's in the 90s. Someone may hit 100. On Sunday, similar story. Monday, same thing, mostly in the 90s to upper 80s across Texas. And then on Tuesday, there you go. Not a whole lot of change. 80s western third of Texas, 90s eastern two-thirds of the state of Texas. So, I mean, it definitely could be worse. We could be looking at 105. Thankfully, we are not. Here's the Climate Prediction Center temperature outlook over the next, 7 to 10 days, through the 21st of September. We're looking at above average temperatures across a good chunk of Texas. Precipitation-wise, looking like we may see some above average chance of rain continuing in the Panhandle, West Texas. The rest of Texas, near average to below average temperatures below average rain chances are expected. Climate-wise, that's that. Tropical-wise, here we go. Medium chance of a system coming off the west coast of Africa, moving out into the open Atlantic. We are expecting that could eventually become the next name system, but at this point, looking like it's probably going to not be an issue for us. So that is good. Hopefully we can keep that trend going because, anytime we're not getting hit by a hurricane, that's usually a good time. So, it's Friday, which means it's time to give a shout out to our Spinny Doomer members here on the Texas Weather Center. We definitely appreciate each and every one of you helping to make this channel happen, and especially during periods of less active weather when, there's usually better things to be doing than watching good old Baldy-in-Chief yippity-yap about weather. So, a big thank you to our Spinny Doomer members, Anthony R. Pelosi Jr., Christina West, Deanna, Donald Yellett, J.A., Justin S., Love, Live, Laugh, Manda Cakes, Mandy Kim, Mike Rich, Nancy Rosenberg, Netgear, Knight Davis, North Texas Weather, Paranoid Pocho, r/Tornado Chats, who is one of our amazing moderators, Rascals ZX2, Ryan, S00 Patique, Sarah Schmidt, Sierra Hotel India, Mike Tango, Tanya McGee, Wendy Hall. Thank you, everybody, for being a Spinny Doomer member here on the Texas Weather Center YouTube channel. And thank you to everyone who has clicked subscribe, has joined the channel for free, and helped us get out the word of Texas weather information. That's it for this Friday edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. We'll be keeping a close eye on thunderstorm chances tomorrow, along with the risk of localized flash flooding. As always, you can get your latest Texas weather information in the free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app. Just search for Texas Storm Chasers where you download apps for your device. And of course, you can find us here on YouTube. Just search for Texas Storm Chasers. Have an amazing Friday. We'll keep you updated on the latest weather information. As always, God bless.